Welcome to Fabulous Feast. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio. Fabulous Feast is all about empowerment. It's about empowering you to make good food choices. We know that you can choose foods that will be anti-inflammatory, that'll improve your health, that'll improve your immune system function, and you can choose foods that don't. It really is that simple. So Fabulous Feast is about showing you how you can select foods that are going to help you regain your health if you've lost it, or help maintain it if you have it at the level where it needs to be. So whether it's maintaining or regaining, making appropriate food choices is what Fabulous Feast is all about. It goes back to what Hippocrates said thousands of years ago. Let medicine be thy food and let food be thy medicine. So take that home and think about it. Today, we're going to have an interesting pairing of foods. We're going to start off with chicken fajitas, very simple. So we're going to do that first. And then the second dish is really, well, it's not going to be a dish. It's going to be power salad. That's right. We're going to make a power salad, and not just one power salad. We're going to make a salad that's going to pump you up, to go back to dating myself from years ago. So it's all about looking at vegetation in the second part of the show today. Why? Because you need to be eating 5 to 7 servings of vegetables and fruits a day. That's right. So that little sprinkling of lettuce on your sandwich that you get from the deli at lunchtime doesn't cut it, all right? So the easiest way to do it is with a salad, but we need to talk about a way that's going to make a salad that's going to make it healthy, that's going to make it powerful, and that's going to give you the nutrients that are dense enough to keep and regain your health. But that's the second part of the show. The first part of the show is chicken fajitas. So we're going to need a hot pan for that. So let's get the heat on. Heat's going to be medium high. That's nice. And so a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. 2-3 tablespoons, something like that. You can use whatever chicken you want. The chicken needs to be prepared and sliced thinly. We want strips. Now, personally, I've been very disappointed with the chicken I've been getting at the store lately, whether it's organic, whether it's vegetarian fed. I've been disappointed. So I've been going to getting more chicken that's on the bone and deboning it myself, or getting whole chicken and deboning it myself. And I think the quality of the meat is a little bit better. I don't know what it is, but also in the produce section, I'm seeing that the quality is just not there, and the shelf life, to be honest with you, isn't so great. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So I have chicken breast. Why? Because in my family, we're chicken breast people, except for my son. He's a chicken thigh guy. All right, he likes the thighs, but if we make chicken thighs for the rest of my family, they just don't eat it. So we're going with chicken breast. Sliced into little pieces. The pan, the oil's starting to shimmer. That's the way we want it. So we want it hot. So I'm going to put that in. And we're going to want that to crisp up a little bit. For seasoning, I'm using my Mexican spice rub. So I'm going to put that right in. About 2 teaspoons should do it. You can add more or less. Let's let that get a little bit of a sear on it, excuse me. Let it sit for a moment. Then it'll get a nice little crust on the meat, a nice browning, and then we'll flip it. My spice mix has everything in it that I like. We've talked about this on other shows, on how I like to make my own spice mixes so I can control the balance of all the flavors. But most importantly, there's no binders or fillers or agents, anti-caking agents or preservatives. It's just spices. And then I keep it in the fridge so it stays fresh. So I make a small little jar at a time, and then I keep using it as needed. I'm going to change it. So we get the chicken in here. We want to get a little bit of, again, sear on it. So a hot pan does that nicely. There we go. Since I used breast meat, there's no fat. I had to add oil, okay? We're going to need to add a little bit of garlic to this, but not quite yet. I want to get a little sear on the chicken. If I add the garlic too soon, it'll darken and I'll have to take it out. Sometimes I want the garlic to be dark to almost get that little bitterness to it, but not in this dish. I want to lean more towards the sweeter side. Now, the chicken is processed. Somehow they get fluid in it. I don't know how. So it's starting to throw off a little bit of water right now, but it's just going to let it cook. We want to get that sear on it. While that's cooking a little bit, the next thing we're going to add is onions and some red pepper. So just about a half a red pepper. Open it up. I'm going to cut the top off, the bottom off. Just going to open it up. There's only one membrane here. And just take that membrane out. Just going to cut it in half. I'm going to julienne it about the same size as the chicken pieces. We want everything about the same size. Now, what did I say a moment ago? How many servings of fruits and vegetables do you want a day? 7, right? So guess what? This is a small red pepper. I'm going to add more. All right? You can't go wrong with more fruits and vegetables. Here's the rest of those membranes. Now, sharp knife, cut away. Anybody was paying attention noticed I started to cut towards myself. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to add this extra little bit of red pepper. Oh, nice, perfect timing. Couple of cloves of garlic, boom, right in. 1 medium onion. Don't be skimpy on the vegetables. Why? 7 servings of vegetables a day are the goal. See, the meat's got a little bit of a sear on it, so now it doesn't stick. The spice rub has salt in it, has pepper in it, but it has salt in it, so you don't have to add any more salt. It's the way I like it seasoned. Still a hot pan, all right? So this is actually almost done. Once you get a sear on the chicken, how long does it take to cook some peppers and some onions? Not that long. But I like to get the onions in first because I like the crispness in my peppers. I'll put them in next. Boy, that smells great. Smells great. If you want to keep it on the moister side, I could cover this right now, but I want the texture of the vegetables to be a little bit on that firm side, so I'm going to leave it open. So right now, this is a dinner for 2, all right? So there's 1 full serving of vegetable in here, half a serving from the onion, and half a serving from the red pepper. So, and it's, chicken breast and a half. It's not even 2 full chicken breasts, so we're getting good protein. But again, I would like to get some feedback from my viewers out there, and especially my patients. Have you been noticing the quality of the meat, especially the chicken, just not what it used to be? Again, my test right now is I'm deboning it myself. I think it's getting processed better when it's on the bone. For some reason, I think what might be happening across the board in the last few years, and this is strictly my opinion, is they're processing great volumes and storing it differently. And that storage time, by the time it gets to us, it's losing its freshness and its quality. It's not bad, but something's being lost. That's why you want to try to get as many fresh ingredients as you can. Look for farm stands. Try to go farm to table. Go to the farmers markets. Areas where you have them all year round are great. You know, areas where we are in the Northeast, their farm stands are all year round, but our availability and our selection is a little bit different, all right? But really, you need to look at that a lot, because getting the nutrients out of your food is what it's all about. Things that are processed heavily, things that are full of chemicals. Did you know that I believe the number is 15,000 known endocrine disruptors in our diet, in our environment, not just our diet? That's right. Those are chemicals that disrupt our endocrine system, our ability to function. It could disrupt our endocrine, meaning our male-female hormone levels, right? Estrogen, testosterone, progesterone. But it could also mean blood sugar levels. It could also mean ability to maintain, gain, or lose weight, metabolism, thyroid level disruptors. And it's really scary. It's really scary. Some of the things you can't get away from. Some of the things are, again, in the environment. Like in the 60s, when we first started using DDT, we thought that was going to solve all of our problems, right? No more bugs in the food. And then we found out it was killing all the bald eagles. DDT will never leave the environment. It's here forever. Can't get away from it. But again, you can avoid parabens. You can avoid BHT. You can avoid nitrates. Guess what, people? You can avoid artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners have been linked to hormone disruption in children. So you're letting your kids have 0-calorie drinks and 0-calorie foods. Maybe that could be leading to obesity, high cholesterol, and down the road as adults, hypertension. Now, the fluids come along. There's no more fluid in through here. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. A couple of tablespoons. I want the sweetness, and I want to give it a little bit of that moisture that it's lost. And then we're going to turn it off. Okay? Now, I said chicken fajitas. Oh my gosh. Generally, fajitas are served on what? On a soft taco. So you can have a soft taco. That's fine. But who says you need a soft taco? Where does it say you have to have a soft taco? Why not just take a plate, take your chicken fajitas. Oh, it smells so great. I like the Worcestershire sauce. It gives it some sweetness. It's not truly Mexican. It's just the way I like it, all right? But bingo, can you add a green pepper to this? You sure can, all right? Now, there you go. It could be like that. You could pair it with a little, right, sour cream if you want, on the side or on the top. If you want to get fancy, you got to have it on something. You could put it on a lettuce wrap. Oh, you forget, you know, everyone does lettuce wraps. What if we just take a piece of red cabbage leaf? Oh, avocado. I forgot the guac, okay? It's traditionally served with guacamole too. So, but the point is, it's about the vegetables and it's about the chicken and it's about the salad. And that's a terrible avocado. Bad avocado. Got frozen. See, this is what I'm talking about. This avocado was frozen in transport. All right? They charged me $1.25 for this. And they didn't take the time to say, you know, that avocado was frozen in transport. We probably shouldn't sell it. Very disappointed. So guess what? No guac today. All right? I'm not even going to look at the other avocado I bought. It was now that's the other problem. And look, I will take full responsibility for this. Because when I went shopping, I was looking for avocados that looked like they were ripe. because I didn't buy them ahead of time. I bought them yesterday. And these felt pretty good. They were in a bag. I really couldn't inspect them all. I really couldn't check them out. So I don't recommend doing that, buying things in bags, because you don't really know the quality until you get home and you open them up. So, very disappointed. I know better. Now you know better. Don't buy stuff in bags unless you know where it's coming from and you really are confident that what's in there is high quality. Because when you get home, you open it up, that's the type of stuff you find. Bam! Out of here. So, I'm going to go with a little red cabbage on this one. And sour cream. And red cabbage on top, even more. But this one over here doesn't have red cabbage on it. A leaf, so he gets a little red cabbage. And touch of lime. The lime I picked individually. This is a good lime. Nice texture, not too soft. And this, you can tell, it's going to be nice and tasty. So a wedge of lime. And you're good to go with your chicken fajitas, all right? So get those vegetables in, get the greens in, get the different colors. Look at this, how many colors are in this plate, all right? You got the purple, you got the red, you got the white, and then you got a little green. So chicken fajitas, what's gonna be next? We're gonna pump you up on salad. That's right, we're gonna pump you up on salad. Check that out. I'm gonna have a bite to eat, and then we're gonna do that next. Really good. Really good. Let's talk about a power salad. That's right, a salad that's full of nutrients. Well, it starts with organic. You gotta get organic produce, especially tomatoes, very high in pesticides, especially peppers, very high in pesticides, spinach, very high in pesticides. So you got to get those organic. You got to stay away from the pesticides. And we're going to make salads today with all different toppings and all different lettuces. The other thing is iceberg lettuce. It's a waste of your time and money. It's got no nutritional value, essentially. And in the functional medicine world, it's considered an irritant, a disruptor of what's called your ileocecal valve, the junction between your small intestine and your large intestine. So, no iceberg lettuce. Romaine and green leaf are the ones I have today because those were the nicest ones in the store. I also got some Boston lettuce because my wife likes that as well. And then we do have spinach, organic as well. Dark green colors, bright colors. So we're going to mix lots of things with the salad. So when you're making your salad at home, I want you to think of it like your own private salad bar. What do you like? Do you like raisins? We'll have raisins. Do you like walnuts? Add walnuts. Pumpkin seeds, raw, high in zinc, excellent for men for their prostate health. If you like them, use them. What about pistachios? Great choice. How about some almonds? All good choices. Hemp seed hearts, great choice. Sesame seeds, great choice. All different toppings you can put on your salad. You can also add protein as well. But while we're looking at the menu of salad choices, you have other menu choices in your life too. You can, we're talking about food. A lot of people ask me all the time, hey doc, what's a good supplement to take? Well, first of all, if you're not eating right, if you're not eating good food choices, supplements aren't going to make a big difference. However, just like you can get food of really high quality, you can get supplements of high quality. I like whole food supplements. I like supplements that are made from organically raised foods that are concentrated, and when you take them, it's like eating the food itself. They're called whole food supplements. And it makes a lot of sense to me to use whole food supplements that are organically raised. You get as high a nutrient value as you can. You're not getting the pesticides, you're not getting the chemicals, and when they process them, they don't use a lot of heat. They don't add binders and fillers to denature, to change the nutritional profile of the food. So one company that does that I think is great, they've been doing it for, I think, 60 or 90 years, Standard Process, a great whole food supplement company. It's wonderful. In fact, that's what I have for breakfast every day. I do a Standard Process. Actually, I don't even make a shake. I take the protein powder and I put it in my homemade yogurt. What? Wait a minute. Yeah, right here. I use I gotta get some more. I'll use 2 scoops of this. Gives me 17 grams of protein. It's got black radish in it. It's got kale in it. It's got Brussels sprouts in it. And it mixes great with my homemade yogurt. And that sets me for the day. And I'm good to go. So you need to think about your supplement choices the way you think about your food choices. It is like a salad bar of supplements out there. What do you want to put in your body? That's going to determine how your body's going to function. So make that decision, all right? Again, whole food supplements are something to consider. Love Standard Process. Salad. This is green leaf lettuce. Let's start with some of that. Why? Because it's right in front of me, all right? I will add a piece of romaine as well. Just tear it up a little bit. But I want some dark green in here, so I'll add a little bit of spinach because I want some dark green. Now, kale is also one of those vegetables that has a lot of pesticide residue, so get kale organic, all right? So there's my green base, but that's still pretty much, even though it's shades of green, it's just green. So radishes. I'm gonna add some radishes, add a little color, and I could always add the radish top too, nothing wrong with that, all right? But it's still green, so how about some orange from the carrots? Good, all right? And then I mostly have nuts out. I don't have that many of my seeds out, but I can reach over because the seeds are just right here. Some sunflower seeds, okay? And that's a nice choice. Dressing, extra virgin olive oil. How about lemon? All right, extra virgin olive oil and lemon. Great choice, goes very well together, all right? Very light. Now, lemon is a good stimulant for digestion. Europeans have their salad at the end of their meal. Why? Because it's a bulking agent, it's cleansing, it's light, and if you add something like lemon to your salad, you're going to get accelerated digestion. Now, there's other ways you can stimulate your digestion, and it can be with your salad. I'm going to take the seed out. Not that it would bother me, but it might bother someone else who's eating it, so take the seeds out, and just a little lemon over the top. So, one salad. So I was just talking about bitter things, right? How about we make a go salad to go to work, all right? Spinach again, something like radicchio. It's bitter. Bitter things are great for digestion. Swedish bitters, been around, I don't know, probably thousands of years. Swedish bitters stimulate digestion. So having something bitter is going to do that. Radicchio, endive, the tricolore salad that Italians have all the time. Great for digestion, all right? So a little bit of radicchio. Now I got 3 colors. I hit my 3-color profile. But you know something? I'm going to add a couple of tomatoes. Now these tomatoes are mini heirlooms. They're organic. I'm going to cut them. I don't have to, but it's a go salad. I want everything ready for me tomorrow morning. Let's add some green leaf lettuce to it as well, because I need the nutrient dense. Now this is not going to really hold me till the afternoon. I'm going to need something a little bit more. Definitely going to need some nuts. I'm going to go with almonds. All right. and pepitas, because again, great for men, pumpkin seeds. And I didn't shell it yet. It is hard-boiled, and a hard-boiled eggs, but I didn't shell it yet, so I'm just going to put it off to the side. If I needed a different protein source or more to go, I can put tuna in here, canned tuna. I can put canned sardines in here that'll stay all morning. A lot of times I just bring the sardine can with me and open it up, and it has the oil on it, and I just take that and put it right in here. If I want to put some dressing on it, I can dress this with a little vinegar. It will get wilted. So a lot of times I just use the oil at the office as well. So that's my go lunch. What about some other choices for dressings? You know, olive oil is a good choice. What goes well with olive oil, you can use some apple cider vinegar with the olive oil and ginger. Great combination. Powdered ginger with a touch of honey. Wow, really nice. And you emulsify that, mix that up. Is a great way to, and some salt and pepper also goes good in there. If you want sweetness in your salad, apple's a good choice. Apples also need to be bought organic, high in pesticides. If they aren't organic, you gotta peel them. All the junk's on the skin. So you can slice up. Granny Smith gives you a nice bunch, gives you a nice crunch, and that's a nice way to do it as well. So think about creating your own salad bar at home. Have these ingredients in the house that you like. You can buy a salad bar topping, but if you like pumpkin seeds and hemp hearts and sun-dried raisins, well, put that in there. Let's add a little purple. Add a little purple. More color. And how about some apple? More crunch, a little bit of sweetness. Can you use strawberries? Yes. Can you use blueberries? Yes. Keep in the house what you like. So when you go to the salad bar, whatever you pick, that's what you bring home. Buy enough to make salad for 3 meals, meal prep them, and you have them for the whole week. You don't have to make salad every night. To keep it fresh, keep it crisp, keep it cold, keep it dry. Hydrate it and keep it dry. So, very important. This is your menu of salad choices. You have a menu of choices in your life when it comes to food, when it comes to your nutritional supplements, and when it comes to the health care you receive. My patients know this is kind of how we treat them in the office. We do a little bit of this, we do a little bit of that. We give you some soft tissue work, we give you this therapy today, we adjust your ankle tomorrow, next day we work on your shoulder because your health changes. We have a whole menu of services that change based on your needs and your desires and wants. So this is the way I kind of practice, but you can do it with your food. And when you do it with your food, you can make healthy choices. And you make healthy choices, you can maintain, regain, sustain your health. Look, man, I'm 64 years old. I dodged 3 major bullets in my life. I want to crash and burn. I don't want to be like the average American that's disabled in one way or another 12 years of their life, the last 12 years of their life. So I'm all in when it comes to eating right, exercising, taking my adjustments, getting enough rest, and keeping my mental and spiritual well-being strong. My goal for you is to consider doing the same. I can't do it for you, but think about it. Because where are you going to live when your spine wears out is the chiropractic term, okay? What's going to happen at the end? That's your choice, but it starts with today. What you do today impacts tomorrow. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio. Thanks for tuning in to Fabulous Feasts. I hope you got something out of the show. I had a lot of fun preparing the food for you, and I'm going to have some organic tomatoes. Have a great day.